welcome inside our last Knicks and Six of the season. Kind of sad. I'm Rebecca Haarlow alongside Alan Hahn, but actually not sad at all because, Alan, there are so many things to look forward to with this young Knicks roster moving forward. So today we're going to discuss the 6 things we're most excited about for this Knicks future. And I'm going to cheat here a little bit because I'm going to give my first answer, not really my answer, but the answer that I got from RJ Barrett and Julius Randle after Game 5. I asked them what they were most proud about, and both of them separately said that we built a foundation this season. Now, separately, each one of those guys has also said that they want to retire a Knick. That means a lot when you're talking about culture and foundation and building blocks for the future. Around the league, guys are hearing that Julius and RJ are saying, hey, I want to retire in this place. They did so much to build culture this year. I am so fired up to see what the next steps are going to be.
You know, this is just the beginning. This is just the start. And when you think about that aspect of it, you think about what they've got going forward. Now, you just named a bunch of young guys, right? You're naming RJ Barrett, who just turns 21 this month. You named Immanuel Quickley is going to turn 22 this month. A lot of June birthdays, by the way. And then Toppin, who just turned 23. All rotation players, all part of that foundation. So just the beginning for them, just the beginning for the team. And let me throw in there that you can now build off of this. $50 million in cap space to remake, rework, or also re-sign some of the players off this roster. Some guys you'll have to think about: Derrick Rose, Reggie Bullock, Nerlens Noel, Alec Burks, and just to name a few guys you have to make decisions on. All of them had a part in the success of the season. Let's also mention not 1, 2 first-round picks this year, courtesy of the Dallas Mavericks. So the 19th, the 21st pick, yes, and a second-round pick courtesy of the Detroit Pistons, which is number 32, which is almost like having another first-round pick because it's so close to the first round. So 3 picks right there that you can use to select players or package them together to move up or acquire veteran players. So assets to take what happened this season and make it better.
With that, I'm also going to say that I'm really excited that this roster now has playoff experience moving forward, because when you moved into this first round series, there were 14 combined total playoff games of experience with the starters. So now moving forward, these guys know what it takes to succeed at that highest level. And again, talking to RJ Barrett last night, he said the thing that he's going to take away from that series is now he gets it. Now he understands the level of work, the preparation, the things that he's going to be working on this summer are going to be tailored to having success in the postseason. And that's going to go for all the guys. Julius Randle, I mean, this was a huge learning lesson for him, that first round series. So this summer, you don't think he's going to be thinking about those games, those 5 games every single day when he's working, when he's running, when he's lifting, when he's practicing? Oh yeah, that's going to motivate him.
Once you get there, you want to continue to get there and you want to build off of what you just did. And that's why this feels so sustainable. This feels like the beginning of something, and that's what's exciting. And I'll jump off of what you said, is that not only is the player experience important, not only is what the players are saying, like you mentioned before, important, but how about just what they're saying around the league? When people like LeBron James, Damian Lillard, Donovan Mitchell, and several others are taking to social media, taking note of the scene at Madison Square Garden, the 15,000, then 16,000 fans, and the chanting and just the singing, the celebrating of a franchise, of a team that they fell in love with this year and wanted to let them know how much they were appreciated all the way down to the very last game. 7th Avenue flooded with fans after the Game 2 win, first playoff win in 8 years. When you put all that together and people are seeing that, Madison Square Garden, the place to be again in the NBA, a place where everybody's looking and not just saying, I'd like to play there as an opponent, but maybe, just maybe thinking, I kind of want to play there wearing the home jersey. That place looks like it's a lot of fun. And that's something that is very valuable to the franchise. That's something that's pretty exciting about what they accomplished this year and what to look forward to in the future.
Alan, it's so funny too that you say that, because for the last 6 years that I've been working for MSG Networks, I've heard all the stories about how loud that arena can be and what happens at MSG when it's really rocking. And in my mind, I kind of thought, okay, yeah, but I've done playoff games in every arena across the whole country. So I kind of thought, all right, maybe that's some Homer stuff I'm hearing. Absolutely not. It is by far and away, hands down, the loudest playoff arena that I have ever experienced. And it is so cool to be a part of that energy when you are standing on the sideline and you can feel the floor shaking. And yeah, who doesn't want to be a part of that? So you're right. I think that guys are going to think, what would be better than winning a championship, perhaps, at Madison Square Garden? But to do that, you know what else is going to happen? The young Knicks are going to have to develop. And that brings me to the point about Immanuel Quickley and Obi Toppin. I'm really excited about their futures. You take a look at Immanuel Quickley, his body of work this year was great. It was so much fun to watch him. I mean, all of those long threes, the fact that he's got a little Steph, a little Damian Lillard in him is great to see. And plus, on top of that, I love his creativity. I love that he can, when the play breaks down, he finds a way to score. I love that he's so unselfish. I love that he's a gamer too. He loves the moment. He loves the spotlight. He wants to feel that pressure. And I think he's got such a bright future with the Knicks. And I also think Obi Toppin, what I love most about him is early on in the season, he struggled some. We saw that. He didn't get a lot of playing time. But what we also saw is that he kept working. He kept doing all the things that he needed to do to get better. He's Coach Thibodeau's kind of guy, that he was just in the gym, doing the work, breaking down the film, working with Taj Gibson, working with Julius Randle on all the things that he can do to improve his game. And lo and behold, by the playoffs, we saw some of that. We begin to see some of the flashes that he can give to this team with the rebounding and the putbacks and some of the shots that he knocked down. I think that this summer, with that experience now, he's going to be able to take that into his off season and really take his game to the next level in year 2.
But with all that, when you have young players, speaking of development, you need good coaching. You need coaches that can develop. You know what I'm excited about coming out of this season, going into the future? Tom Thibodeau and his staff. Tom Thibodeau signed a 5-year deal. So there's still 4 years left on that deal. In his first year already, Coach of the Year candidate, very good chance he could win it. And that's not just him that wins it. That's Kenny Payne, that's Johnny Bryant, that's Darren Erman, that's go down the list, Andy Greer, the whole group of them, and the work that they've put in on this team. Let's take note. The Knicks got better as the season went on. If you're a coach, that's all you could ask for. Where we started and where we finished, are we a better team from what we started? Absolutely they are. That's good coaching. You have it, some coaching stability. How important is that for a franchise to really lay some roots and get some consistency where they can then start to build? How do you build? That's how you do it, with consistency. And they have that now with their coaching staff. So I'm pretty excited about that. Look, this is a team that got better. There is room for growth. There is the ability to growth with the cap space and the draft picks. So like I said, Rebecca, it's only the beginning. And when you can say that about a team, that's reason to be excited.
Only the beginning. There's so much to look forward to, and there's still plenty to keep those guys motivated. So they have the perfect recipe heading into the summer to keep up all that hard work that we have seen from them all year long. I can't wait to see what this future holds. So thank you again for joining us, our last Knicks and Six of the season.
But there'll be more.